Hi, thank you for purchasing the learning management system from BBP Admin. I'm going to be showing you today how to quickly operate the system in more of a high-level point of view. So you'll see here that on my screen that I do have a demo, and this is what you'll see on your end. Under this view, you'll see you have four tiles, one for the employee assignments overview, which shows any past due assignments, any due this week, and any due this month, with the dates for both the month and also this week as well, with the number of people or the number of employees who have a due date coming up. You also do have a reporting tile, or if you click on download report, it'll actually run a report for you of who has started and who has completed their training. If you are a manager and you have training that you need to do, you can take yours as well straight from here. Or you can also manage employees and manage your groups. What I'm going to show you first is more of the quick workflow. So what you'll first do is you're going to want to add a group. So for this demo, I'm going to be showing how to add two groups, an employee group and then also a manager group as well. You just have to fill in the information with the red star that you'll see here. You're able to add a description, but that's entirely up to you. If you click on add, once you hit add, it'll then bring you over to the actual group screen. From here, you'll be able to see any of the group members, which is 0, any of the courses you have added, which is 0, and then then you'll be able to either message the entire group, or you can send an invite to the group for them to create a login and then run any of the trainings that they have to have. What we're going to do is I'm going to add another group, so you'll click on group management at the top, which will bring you back to this screen, which will show you all of the groups. Click on add group, and I'm going to create a manager group. From here, what I'm now going to do is I'm going to add the trainings that you have purchased that will be under your profile, and you'll come to manage, add courses, and then you'll be able to select any of the options that have pulled up. Since I do have a full view, I do have all of them, so I'm going to quickly add the courses, which is just by clicking on the drop-down and clicking on the two that have the check marks. So then click Save, it'll refresh, and you'll be able to see the two trainings here. Now we're going to go back. We're going to go back, and we're going to add the same thing we did, but to the managers this time. Same thing we did manage, add courses, and then we're going to choose the managers. And you'll then see them here. Once you see the courses have added, the next step is to then add an employee. And you'll be doing this by clicking on the Employee Management tab. Or if you go back to your home screen, as I mentioned before, you can add employees here. I do recommend, if you are doing 2 or more employees, to do an import, which will do by either clicking on the imports or on the home screen, clicking on the import employees. You'll click on new import. You'll then have this screen populate. You'll click on download template, as they do have an Excel already created for you. Once you click on download template, you'll have an Excel to pop up just similar to this. So all you have to do is put in the employee's first name, last name, their email address, and then the group that you created. So you're either going to do a manager or you're going to do an employee. Or you can have an employee also be a manager as well in the system. So you can have it set up to where the employee is both a manager and also an employee, and they have all the notes for you here with examples as well. We'll close out of that. Once you have all the information entered in and the file is saved, you'll then click on Choose File, find the file within your desktop. Then the desktop or the location of the file will then populate here. Then you'll click on Import Without Invitation. Then you'll import, and you'll be brought back to this screen here. You'll be able to see the import started, the status, and then any of the errors or anything that came up. This is a quick audit for the import. After that, you'll have all the employees added here. And what I'm also going to show you right now, so this will be all the employees you have added or that came over from the feed. And this won't be classified. This will come up as a group since you put it in. But what you can do is you can also manually add an employee as well by clicking on the Add Employee button under the Employee Management tab. And they'll be just like the import. You just have to enter in the employee's first name, their last name, and then also a valid email address as well. Click on Save, and all the employee's information will be saved here. To then add an employee to the group, you go to the Manage tab. You'll be able to see any of the groups that they've already been added to. You can click Add Group, and then clicking on the plus, or you can also click on the X to remove the group, and you'll see it over here. Once you have all of the groups that Joselle should be added to, or your employee should be added to, you'll see them all here, and you'll click on Save. That will then have the group number will then change from 0 to 1 or 0 to 2, and then you'll be able to know that the employee has been added. What you can do is if you do refresh the page, you'll then be able to see all of the courses that have been added to the group below. Then from here, you can also message the employee by creating your own custom, by putting the subject and then a body of the email. Or if you click on Invite, there's already a pre-populated email from the Learning Management System that has already been created for you that you can just click on Send Invite, or you can type in something else more custom. By doing such as I just did by typing it in. So either send the invite, you don't like it, you can cancel out, and then there's no harm, no foul. What I always recommend too is going into the group management, going to courses, going to manage, doing a bulk assign course, finding the course that you're liking to have, and then you can add a due date here, which will then have the employee have a due date on their actual assignment. What you'll then see here is that there's already been emails and reminders that have been created for you. One being that they've been assigned a course. One is due beforehand, 3 weeks before. Then also a daily reminder 3 weeks after the due date for the employee as well. Once you're happy with all the information that's been listed here, you can click on Bulk Assign Course, and then all the employees will then be assigned to said course that's in the plan. From there, you're able to then go back to Home. You can go to Assignments, and then you'll be able to do a quick audit of all of the courses that have been added and all of the employees that have been added to the course. So any ones that are open, you'll be able to see the due date, the course title, employee last name, employee first name, and then the due date, and then you can also view the employee. You can also see who's ever completed it, or whoever who has not been assigned a due date, which you can then set from here. And just as you do down to the bulk enroll, you'll create a due date at the top, and there's already emails built in for you. So then if we changed it to the 13th and did save, go back to open, you'll then be able to see the due date that was added for the employee. You can also come back, as I mentioned, you'll see that this number has been changed from 2 to 3. So then you're able to have any of the training, and you'll be able to see that all the information has been created for you and fixed. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our main line, which is 630-773-2337, or you're also able to reach out to me directly at 630-775-8525. Ms. Joselle, and I'd be more happy to help you and answer any questions for you. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day.